Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first video on my channel. My name is Belen. It is nice to meet you all. Thank you for popping in here, whatever compelled you to pop onto here. I don't know, but thank you for joining me today because I am going to tell you why I created this channel, what this channel is going to be about, and what you can look forward to in the future. So I made the impulsive decision to go back to school as a mom in my mid-30s with a full-time job and other, responsibilities. And was it in my cards for the future? No, probably not. Probably never would have thought I'd be going back to school. But here we are, nevertheless. Nevertheless, we are starting school this fall. And hopefully we'll be graduating spring of 2028. Should be finishing fall of 2027. So I think it's only a 14-month program. Yes, hopefully. No, I'm sorry, spring is 2027. And then, no, I can't even calculate this right. We should be starting fall 2026, finishing fall of 2027, and graduating spring of 2028. So how this all came to be? Well, it actually all started in a meeting that I was in at work, of all things. So I work for the health department, and during one of our meetings, one of the things that we'd always talk about were quality improvement plans, because we'd be looking at data to see where our metrics were as far as, routine exam tests, like, I don't know, maybe, A1Cs or something. And I always caught myself like really paying attention to this part of the meeting. And it always kind of just fascinated me. So I was like, what could I do that is, that kind of involves something similar to what it is that I'm looking at? And at first I was like, okay, maybe data analytics or something. And then I started kind of going down this rabbit hole, and then it was like, ooh, taking data and cleaning it so that things, are relative to each other, looking for missing data. And then, machine learning is a whole other different thing, which is fascinating as well. So I was like, data science. Okay, data science sounds kind of cool. Like, this really interests me. So, one day I was just on my social media, and I don't know if it's my phone that heard me, because, your phones hear you and then they suggest things to you. And I was like, data science, MS program, no application fee. And I was like, that's awesome. No application fee. Okay. You know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm going to go ahead and apply. So I got my transcripts from my, undergraduate education. I filled out my application because it was free, and I submitted it the same day. So I'm like sitting here, and I told my husband, I was like, so I did something and I applied for grad school. So we'll see what happens. Like, I'm not going to hold my breath, It's been like 13 years since I've been in school, so who knows? I might not even get in. And it's like, whatever. If I don't get in, who cares? Like, I just kind of, wanted to see. So about like a week later, I got a call from like an admissions counselor, and we were just talking about like why I was interested in the program, what my background is, and then like a few days later after that, I got my admissions letter, and I was like, what? This is crazy. Like, never in my wildest dreams did I think they'd be like, yeah, you were accepted. So long story short, got into grad school, and now I'm going to be starting in the fall. I did have to do a boot camp prior to, enrollment, which actually solidified my choice to want to continue because I actually really enjoyed it. So here we are. So this is going to be kind of like my journey through grad school, plus anything else life throws at me along the way, in case you were wondering. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some moments where I'm crying, or I feel like crying, or life just kicked me in the butt, because, you know, that's how life is. And hopefully we, or I should say, that I learned from it, learned something from this entire experience. But I also just kind of wanted to connect with other parents who are going back to school or pursuing higher education after, you know, being out of school for such a long time, because we can do it. And it's not even so much about the paper, to be honest with you. It's honestly just more about appreciating learning, I think, and finding something new that you enjoy. And I don't think it's ever too late to learn. And I feel like when you get older, you really do appreciate what it is that I guess you appreciate the knowledge and learning that comes with age. You're more invested, I want to say. Not that, you know, younger people can't be invested either, because I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there. But when I was like 20s, I don't think I took education very seriously, or I don't appreciate it as much as I do now. I don't know why that is. I just think that with time, obviously the brain is more mature too. So it's very immature. Anyway, if you guys like this video and you want to see more, you want to follow me along for my journey, or, you know, kind of tell me about yours if you're going back to school as well, or you're already back in school, give me some tips, give me some tricks, because I'm going to need them. You know, let me know what was like best study schedule for you, or how did you juggle life in between going to school? Like, obviously it's good to have a great support system, so that helps. But yeah, let me know in the comments. And like I said, if you want to continue on this journey with me, please like and hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. So see you guys later.